What's up, guys? In this video we are going to be going over more farming and more upgrades as well, just like the Town Hall 8, but this one of course on the Town Hall 9 we're going to be spending all of this loot right here. Right now we have over 7.5 million gold and almost 5.5 million elixir, as well as 183,000 dark elixir. Alright, so we're going to be trying to spend all of this. I'm not going to be able to spend all that dark elixir because I'm going to use it on upgrading my Barbarian King, but before that we're going to try to find a base to attack first. So it does take a little longer. Obviously up here I am in Champions League, so I'm going to what I want to show you guys is the bases that I skip over even though they have good loot. Like this base right here. 3k Dark Elixir. I see it's all right here though. All his loot is in his storages. It looked like he checked his mines and pumps pretty frequently. Pretty recently as well, so I'm not going to go ahead and attack that just because it's going to be too hard for me to get that loot, even if I can get into the middle. This base looks a little better. You can see some of the loot is in the mines and pumps. Let me just see if I'm actually going to attack it. The air defenders are a little centralized. There's not as much loot in it anyway. If it had about twice as much, I would go for it, but the last base I got was ridiculous. I got over 600,000 gold. So just knowing I can find bases like that, it makes me skip those bases if I feel like they're going to be too hard. Because I know it won't be too long before I find a really, really good base to attack. So premature Town Hall 10 right here. I don't know what they're doing up in Champions League, but it is what it is. They probably get 3-starred every single attack. Well, if he has a good amount of loot, because I don't see why anyone else would really attack him. But like I said, it is what it is. This base is stacked. It's not inactive, which is weird, but it is stacked. I'm debating if I'm going to go for this one. Ooh, I don't want to fail on camera, but this base is completely stacked. It looks like it has a little more dark elixir down here in the bottom. So if I attack from the bottom, I'm going to hit both of those, and I'll get the Town Hall, but I'll also hit that Queen. I think I'm going to attack off to the bottom and to the side, so between these two air defenses right here, with my Lava Hounds, of course, funneling that. So yeah, that's going to be my plan, and my heroes can clean up some loot down here in the bottom if they need to. So I think that is going to be my plan of attack right now. So let's go for it. Let's see how it goes. I honestly have no idea how it will go. So let's see. Boom, boom. 2 fingers to deploy all my troops. Everything in behind them. Not saving anything for cleanup. I'm going for the kill. Going in right there. We'll put another rage spell. We're all coming in. We're coming into the core right now. Let's see what we can freeze. We don't really need to freeze anything at the moment. We'll go ahead and freeze that right there. Another rage spell. This actually looks pretty good. We'll go ahead and freeze all that right there. Perfect. Bring that in. We are taking out the Town Hall right now. Going around. Got a really good amount in the loot, actually. Doesn't look like we're going to get the Town Hall, but we will still get the 50%. No doubt. We already got the 50%. Awesome. So let's go ahead and just see what we can get out of this Earthquake spell right here. Nothing, of course. I don't think I'm going to go for that Town Hall just because it'll take too long for anything to break through those walls. So we're not going to do that, but we are going to clean up a good amount of this loot over here. So what I'm going to do is put my Barbarian King right here on this bottom one to... I don't know. Yeah, I'll put him right here on this bottom one, so hopefully he could take out all 3 of those. And then my Queen can take out some stuff up here. So this is actually going to work out very well. Yes, hopefully he gets that. And then my Queen is swooping in. There we go. We just cleaned up a bunch of loot with these guys right here. That worked out very, very good. We're not going to get any other loot. There's still a bunch of these mines and pumps left. There's what, two gold, 2 elixir, and the dark elixir. Oh, if he gets oh yeah, she's not gonna get the dark elixir. That was a crazy attack though. A lot of loot. I'm not gonna get my full bonus because I didn't get the 70%, but I'm really happy that I did not fail on camera because this was not an inactive base, guys. Not an inactive base. So this is all the loot I got from that. Still a good amount for my loot bonus, so it still came out to be a very, very good raid. Was that a million? That was not a million loot though. It was pretty damn close. Um, wasn't I can't do math right now. I'm sorry. I don't. I think that's right under a million. Still very close, and still over 3,000 dark elixir, giving me well, still over 4,000 dark elixir, giving me at least a 3,000 profit there. So that is awesome. Let's go back to the base and see what we got. I did not have my troops training, so rookie mistake right there. Usually have my troops training because I have been using all my spells, like I said previously. But it is what it is. So now we have everything training again. We have our all of our loot connected. We're gonna go ahead or collected. We're gonna go ahead and take everything out of the treasury just so we have all of our loot with us. Maxed out gold storage pretty much, so that is awesome. So you guys are about to see me spend all this loot right here. So what I'm thinking is for my elixir. I know for my Dark Elixir, what we're going to do right now is go ahead and upgrade my Barbarian King, get him to level 25, and that still gives me 72,000. So when these spells are done, this haste spell is done upgrading here, I might actually upgrade my Valkyries because people have been destroying me with Valkyries, and I really, really need to upgrade them because back when I played this game, back in the day when I was grinding it 2 years ago, Valkyries sucked. They were the worst troop of the game. They were a joke. No one used them. If you used them, you were trash. You didn't know what you were doing. That's when Valkyries were awful. So now, I mean, my base is getting destroyed by these Valkyries. As you can see right here, I got 50% and a good amount of loot. Got a couple wins, but we're an 88% right here. This person destroyed me with 17 maxed out Valkyries. It was crazy. So I need to work on those Valkyries. But as far as gold goes, I know for sure I'm going to upgrade this Archer Tower right here. Alright, that gives me, let me make sure this is correct, just one more Archer Tower, and all my cannons and Archer Towers will be maxed out. So I've been working on the cannons and Archer Tower since I started playing again. So one more and it'll be completely maxed out. I'll probably have the gold for that by tomorrow, actually, because I'll just grind the hell out of it tonight, because when I have some builders available tomorrow, I want to be able to upgrade that Archer Tower right away, and I'll be getting another builder right after that, so I have to have the loot to keep things upgrading. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to have the goal to upgrade this Archer Tower by tomorrow, and then these Wizard Towers are going to cost a lot, and these air defenses aren't too expensive to upgrade, so I'll just keep working on that. And if I'm going to use that Dark Elixir for my laboratory, I might just spend some. I can't spend any elixir on walls right now, so that's exactly what I'll do. I'll just save up the 8 million for upgrading my wizards, and I'll just do that before my Valkyries, if anything. So yeah, always got to have a plan. But yeah, that was, spending some of that loot. I wanted to spend all of this elixir on some walls, but I think, I just made that decision. I think it'll be better just to get maxed out wizards. And it'll take 14 whole days to get those max wizards right there. So it'll be a nice time to wait. But yeah, I'm not sure if I went ahead and already recorded this attack right here, but it was insane. It was one of the biggest attacks I've got recently. Like I said, I don't know if I already recorded it, so I'm just going to go through this nice and fast. It was one of the best attacks I've done. It is on a base that is not inactive, just completely destroying it. Just look at all the loot I get. Just wiped out this base completely. It was crazy. Crazy amount of loot. This was the mines and pumps were inactive, but the defenses were not, guys. So when I say inactive, yes, he's inactive. He hasn't checked his mines and pumps, but he still has infernos and expos up, and his traps were still active as well. So that's why I say inactive. It's just more loot for me since the fact that he hasn't been checking the mines and pumps. But as you can see, the queen clutched it out and got me a bunch of loot at the end there. But look at that, a million loot raid before the bonus, and I got my full bonus at 200,000 of each, plus another 1200 Dark Elixir, one of the biggest raids I've got in a while. And I've been getting those million loot raids very, very frequently. So that was just the biggest of the million loot raids that I've got. So that's it for this video, guys. I'm just going to keep grinding on these upgrades. I got one more of those archer towers to go. Try to get that done by tomorrow. But yep, that is it for this video. Please give me a like and subscribe, and I'll be posting another one shortly. Thank you, guys.